Good morning, Year 2. So today it's Wednesday the 17th of June, and in our literacy today we're going to carry on looking at our poem. So we're going to be writing some poetry at the end of this week. Can anybody remember what did we say that a poem was? Okay, so we said a poem was when we share our ideas or our feelings, and we often use rhyme or rhythm to help us do that. A little bit like a song. Can anybody remember what poem have we been looking at this week? There's a big clue on the board. Okay, it's The Sound Keeper, isn't it? Can we remember what the poem The Sound Keeper is about? Okay, so it's about a young person that's looked through their photo album, looking at all of the pictures, and the pictures have reminded them of some sounds which have created memories from their holidays. So the sounds of the seagulls reminded them of their holidays, the sounds of the fair reminded them of their holidays, the sounds of the slurping ice cream reminded them of their holidays as well. So we're going to start our lesson today by recapping The Sound Keeper. At the beginning of the week you practiced reading this poem to somebody in your house, and you might have used some actions or some drawings to help you recite, to help you retell the poem. So you can pause the video now so that you can retell the poem to somebody in your house, or you can retell it with Miss Burrows. The Sound Keeper. I read a book this morning with photos of the past, of memories when I was young and sounds that always last. Pictures were of holidays, the pictures were of me, but the ones I remember best are the ones beside the sea. The crying of the seagulls, the laughter in the air, the humming of the people, the music of the fair, the slurping of the ice cream, the fizz of cola pop, applying sun cream on my back, slippy, slappy, slop. The whooshing of the pebbles, the crashing of the waves, the gurgling and the rushing of the water in the caves. The sound of my legs splashing, swimming in the sea. Dad is paddling to my left, and Mum's right here with me. I read a book this morning, the sounds they always last. It keeps them there, fresh like new, memories of my past. Okay, this week then we're going to write our own Sound Keeper poem. Okay, and it's going to be not about sounds that we might hear on holiday, it's going to be about sounds that we might hear in school. Sounds that we might hear on the playground, so that remind us of memories from the playground, or sounds that we might hear in the classroom, so remind us of memories in the classroom. So Mrs. Burrows has done a new start to the poem. I'm going to read it to you and see if you can spot what's different to this start of the poem compared to the Sound Keeper that we've already read. I read a book this morning with photos of the past, of memories when I was young and sounds that always last. The pictures were of rooms. The pictures were really cool. The ones I remember best were the ones inside my school. Have you spotted what's different? Okay, so in this poem, the person's looking at a photo book, but this time the pictures are of school, okay, not of their holidays. So today, we're going to collect some sounds for our poem. Some sounds that we might hear on the playground that can go into our poem, some sounds that we might hear in the classroom that can go into our poem. Let's have a think together then. On our playground where we have lots of fun, what sounds might we hear? If you're struggling, Miss Burrows has given you a word bank in your pack. And there's lots of pictures to help you think about the playground and what we do, and some words, some objects and some sounds to help you. What sounds might we hear on the playgrounds? I'm going to say bouncing ball, we might hear clapping hands. Let me think of one more sound we might hear on the playground. Bouncing ball, clapping hands, laughing children, I hope. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is gather sounds that you might hear when you're on the playground. Then we're going to have a think about sounds we might hear in the classroom. Again, Miss Burrows has given you another word bank in your pack, this time for the classroom, and it's got some pictures, some objects and some sounds to help you think if you're a little bit stuck. So what sounds might we hear in the classroom? I'm going to say scribbling pencils. Maybe a banging door when the door shuts. And this classroom's always full of children. So, talking children. So once you've gathered all of your ideas of some sounds that we might hear on the playground and some sounds that we might hear in our classrooms, you then need to pop them onto your worksheet today. So, for the playground, we said the sound of bouncing balls. I'm using my cursive script during all of my writing. My capital letter at the start of my sentence, full stop at the end, and finger spaces between my words. What other sounds did I say on the playground? Let me go and have a look. Clapping hands. The sound of clapping hands. Okay, and you can write a few more into sentences, a few more sounds that you can hear from the playground. I'm going to have one go at writing myself a sentence for the sounds I can hear in our classroom. We go back to our ideas. We said scribbling pencils, banging door, talking children. I'm going to put the sound of scribbling pencils. Okay. I hope you enjoy your learning today, and I can't wait to hear what sounds you've collected for the playground and the classroom.